why the United States and China are not getting along with each other. The basic argument, the more conventional argument is that China is rising up, the United States is falling down. So we could win the competition with the United States. It's a very popular view in China. But I don't take this very seriously, power balance view, because when I studied the Cold War, the United States and the Soviet Union improved their relations in the early 1970s, when the Soviet Union was rising up and the United States was falling down. So it is not necessary that China and the United States would have to fight if China is rising up. The problem is still basically their domestic politics. As I say very strongly in my presentation, we are more concerned about China's internal security. That is more important than China's external security. The problem is that the United States is trying to interfere with our domestic affairs in Xinjiang, in Tibet, in Hong Kong, and then after all in Taiwan. So that is China's domestic politics influencing China's approach to the United States. And they have, in recent years, they have their domestic politics as well, influencing their policy toward China. The only consensus between the Democrats and the Republicans is they are both attacking China, uniting the country together. Between Congress and the administration, they are in line with each other. Between Democrats and the Republicans, China is a villain. They want to criticize. Now we also have in China, we have been united by the external threat, that is the United States. That is our domestic politics, but my study of international relations as a discipline moved more and more to domestic politics of various countries. Because of domestic politics, it's very difficult to change the approach toward the other side. How can we say the United States is not our enemy, it's not our adversary? Talking to them is one thing, but to engage them, and they say, they confess now, they are in the past few years, no, in the past decades, and from 1979 to recent years, the United States approach to China was based on the notion that they could change China. They could change China internally, and then they had the notion that when China's younger generation rises up, more students are studying abroad, more interested in economic development, China will have to change into not so much communist, somewhat more capitalist. So given time, China will be more like the United States. That was their notion before. Now they understand, especially after the 18th Party Congress, 19th Party Congress, the 20th Party Congress, China is not only rising up, but China is consolidated its Communist Party's power base. So China is not changing to their image, to their expectation. And we have also had the notion that the United States, Donald Trump, he's only interested in making money. So if we sacrifice some of our interests to please him, the U.S.-China relationship will get better. Trade war is nothing, this is about money. So we have some ideas about the United States politics, but that is not based on comprehensive understanding of the United States. In historical terms, it is a country that very different from China. It's not driven only by economic interests. They have their ideology, they have their value system. They also want to unite their country, overcome the racial tensions, and so on and so forth. So, yes, it is easy to imagine there should be more talks between the two countries, and we have done that before. In Obama years, there was the SNDD, that is a security economic dialogue. Hundreds of people, American policymakers, came to China, and Chinese officials came to the United States to engage with each other in very extensive ways. What happened? Nothing happened after that. And what happened was the deterioration of the relationship. So I don't buy the notion that more talks will produce more results. And I also don't buy the argument that more mutual understanding will promote better idea, better approach to each other. I thought to myself, do people trust each other? Do politicians trust each other? And I found out that the Vice President of the United States did not trust the President of the United States. So how can China and the United States trust each other? I'm very confident in saying this. I talked to some policymakers and others, and how can we improve the relationship with that country which tries to contain China? It is openly saying that China is a bad country, they want to contain China. It's not like the old days, when when G.W. Bush said, China is no longer a competitor, when common grounds, and then during the Obama years, they emphasized climate change, non-traditional security issues. Now, from Obama, from Trump to Biden, we have very few people in the United States who are arguing that they should improve relations with China. They have their political correctness.